Hey there ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video of gaming on Steam Deck. It's been a while, almost 2 years since I last uploaded, and funnily enough one of the last videos I did was about the Steam Deck. It was just a quick rundown of just the Steam Deck in general after they did a tech spec thing. Yeah, I finally got myself a Steam Deck just after Christmas, and I've been loving it so far. So I kind of wanted to go over the games that I've been playing since I got the Steam Deck, because I use this quite a lot, and maybe people want to see what I've been playing, and maybe they'll want to add it to their kind of wish list of games to play on the Steam Deck. So I'm going to begin with the games that I've completed. Not 100%ed. In my sense, completing the game is just basically doing the main story and kind of being happy with it from there. So I'll be starting off with Disco Elysium. This is the first game that I properly played on the Steam Deck. I purchased it and then I played through it all the way on the Steam Deck, just so I could play it literally on my Steam Deck, just so I had a game to play on the Steam Deck. And honestly, it's still up there with the best games that I played on the Steam Deck, if not the best game that I played on the Steam Deck. But yeah, it's such an experience, it's very unique. I feel everyone has to kind of experience this type of game like once in their lifetime just to understand what exactly is happening. It's quite a hard game to explain just with a short amount of words. But it's got an in-depth story, it's got genuinely funny moments in it, and it's all topped off with a fantastic soundtrack that I still listen to every now and again on Spotify. Honestly, after I completed the main story of the game, I tried looking for a game that was similar to this game, but there just isn't anything that kind of compares to it. I mean, you can have a lot of isometric top-down games, but nothing that's quite like Disco Elysium. Anyway, moving on, I don't want to get too far into talking about Disco Elysium. I could probably talk about it for a long time, and I don't want to fill this video with just Disco Elysium, because that could be very easy to do. But next up is Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4. So these games I'd never properly completed. Like I say, by completed I mean the main story. These type of games you can get stuck on the hundreds and hundreds and layers of side stories. That's what they are famous for. They're just endless basically. But these games I did want to finally complete the main story, because like I said, I've never done them. Fallout 4, I actually had my save game from when I first got the game on release, so a level 44 character. I just carried on with that, whereas Fallout New Vegas, I did have a save from a few years ago that was like an hour long. I hadn't got far in that at all, but I heard so many great things about the story, and I was just like, okay, I finally have to dig into this game and see what it's about. So yeah, I went through that first, and I think I did it the right way, playing Fallout New Vegas first and then Fallout 4, because the jump from Vegas to 4, there was like a lot of big differences. Like you can finally sprint, for example, and just a lot of the things with Fallout New Vegas, a lot of new additions, quality of life improvements, and it just generally looks a lot better. But I think Fallout New Vegas still was a lot better in terms of story and just side quests in general. Do a lot more unique things with Fallout New Vegas, but either way, it was still great to play them. And it's just one of those games. They are those types of games that you could easily pick up the deck and play for 2 minutes if you wanted to. You could walk from one town to the other town, you can put your deck down, return to it later, or you can literally just sit back and relax for 2 hours and easily play the game and complete a bunch of side stories. It's one of those games that it's just perfect on the Steam Deck. I'll try not to say that too much on this video, because a lot of these games are perfect for the Steam Deck. A lot of games are perfect for the Steam Deck. I guess it's how you feel about these games. Yeah. But yeah, maybe next I'll have to boot up some of the Elder Scrolls series. I mean, I played a lot of Oblivion back in the day. Obviously, who hasn't played Skyrim at this point? Maybe I'll have to play through those. Spiderman Remastered is next. I think this was the first time I was properly wowed by what the Steam Deck can do. Obviously, I'd played Disco Elysium and the Fallout games, and graphically they're not like amazing. They're good, but they're quite dated now. But Spider-Man Remastered like genuinely looked amazing, and I was just like, how the hell? I did not expect the Steam Deck to just be able to churn out this game and play it above. I think it was above 30 FPS. It wasn't like consistent 30 FPS, but it was like between like 40 and 60, I would say. But just swinging between the buildings and just how like graphically intensive it looked. Like, it looks so good even now. I mean, like, this game was, I was only playing on a PS4 a couple of years ago. I didn't get far on it at all, but played it on Steam Deck. Very fun experience. And yeah, like I say, I was just wowed by how, let's just say, I had the Nintendo Switch, and you get a new game on that. You play Pokemon. I played Pokemon Violet recently, and graphically, like, it doesn't look good at all, and the frame rate on that, it tanks. So it's like, I think it's locked at 30, but then it tanks in like areas that look bad, and you're just like, okay, this is what I'm used. This is fine. Like, I kind of just ignored that, but then you get the Steam Deck and it runs Spiderman Remastered, which looks amazing, and it just runs great. But yeah, that was a great experience. I think it was the first time that I had problems with the battery, though, in that I mean, it wasn't too bad. It probably lasted like 2 hours before it was wanting to be plugged in, which isn't terrible by all means, but it was probably the first time that I had the battery warning a couple of times. After that, I wanted to play something else, and then the Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake trailer came out. So when that came out, I kind of got in the mood to play Metal Gear Solid. Lo and behold, I had Metal Gear Solid 5 in my Steam library from God knows when. I must have purchased it. I think I probably covered it on this channel somewhere. I literally played it a couple of years back, played it about an hour or two, forgot about it, and then, yeah, the remake came out, I got in the mood to play Metal Gear Solid. Downloaded it, and I was just like, okay, this game actually still looks amazing, and it runs amazing as well, and it is so fun. It is very fun. It's one of those games that I've been playing it for about a month now, so it's actually it's quite a long game, and there's also a lot of side stuff to do, side missions, so capturing soldiers and stuff. So I've been doing a lot of that, and the battery life seems to hold up really well on this game for some reason. Like I say, with Spiderman Remastered, it looked amazing, but it churned out about 2 hours of battery life, whereas on Metal Gear Solid 5, it just seems to run great. And yeah, I've not had any issues with the battery so far. But yeah, after Metal Gear Solid 5, that kind of covers all the games that I've completed. I mean, you got to think that I've had this since Christmas, and I've completed, what, 5-6 games? It's quite a lot for me, because previously, like, I'd get stuck on Rocket League, and then I would just not play any other games on my PC. So it's kind of nice that I'm able to go from a backlog and go through these games and complete them. I mean, 5-6 games is quite a nice amount for me. Yeah, it's kind of nice venturing away from Rocket League for a bit, even though I still play it quite a lot nowadays. But hey, next are the games that I've not completed, but I kind of still pick up every now and again and play. Yeah, we'll start off with the roguelike games. So we got Dead Cells, Rogue Legacy 2, and Hades. Obviously, the Steam Deck is perfect for these types of games, for roguelike games. You can just do one run through. You can take, what, 10 to 30 minutes, and then put the deck down. It's just the deck is just perfect for roguelike games, trust me on that. I especially love Dead Cells. I got this a long time ago, and I've still come back to it every now and again. The devs are doing a wonderful job. They keep churning out updates, still bringing out DLC, and it's still getting very positive ratings on Steam. And yeah, it's still a very fun game, and every time I seem to pick it up, I still seem to learn new things. Then yeah, Rogue Legacy 2. That is actually a game that I originally purchased, and then I played like a little bit on my PC. And I got it. I actually had it before the Steam Deck. Played it a bit, and I was just like, this game would be so good on a Steam Deck. Like, I don't actually want to play it on my PC. It's not a game I want to be playing here. I want to be playing it on my sofa. So then I put it down, and then I hadn't played it until I got the Steam Deck, and it was so worth it. It's just one of those games it's just so much better to just sit down and chill. And then yeah, Hades. I really need to try and complete this before the next game comes out, which got announced obviously, Hades 2. And it's still up there with probably one of the best roguelike games ever. Just go on the Steam game listing, and it's got ridiculous reviews. It's like 98% positive feedback from 200,000 reviews, and that's insane from any Steam game. I think there's only a few that have something similar to that. Probably like Terraria, I think that's like 500,000 or something like that. Then we have Crash and Nsane Trilogy. These games are literally my childhood, so Crash 1, 2, 3. I absolutely loved this remake on the PS4. I managed to get it again on the Humble Monthly Bundle, and so I got Spyro and Crash, but I've mostly played Crash because Crash was my boy. I mean, I'm sure you can probably see him back there, right? Can you see Crash? There's Crash. There he is. I mean, Spyro there as well, but Crash is my boy. And yeah, they just remain very fun games to play, and very difficult platformers, especially Crash 1. That can be a pain in its backside, especially with the bridge levels. I forgot what they're called, but those bridge levels are killers. Try not to throw your Steam Deck on playing those. Then we have Olli Olli World. So I loved Olli Olli 1 and 2. Olli Olli World has kind of taken a different venture from Olli Olli 1 and 2. They completely changed the art style of it. But they kept the root of the game. I think they kept Olli Olli in the game, you know what I mean? They've changed enough of it and they've added new life to it. And I quite like it. It's so far a fun game, and the art styles, yeah, it took a little bit to get used to, but it's still Olli Olli at its root core, and it's a very fun game. So next we have Wreckfest. So Wreckfest is a great game. I played quite a lot with my friends online on my PC, but what Wreckfest has is they have challenges where you can do the update it, I think, daily, weekly, and monthly, and these challenges are single player, so you basically do these single player challenges and you gain in-game currency to purchase cars in the game. It gives you a good amount of currency as well, so these are the best ways to gather money, and especially in quick succession. So I was using the Steam Deck to do this, so when I was in bed I was just playing it. I mean, I think I tried it online once, and it is completely doable. I mean, you can, if you wanted to, you don't have to play it on PC. You can just play the full game on the Steam Deck. It played fine online, and it ran okay. I think the only times is it dropped a little bit during collisions. It's like dropped a little bit of FPS. That's kind of expected. Wreckfest is a pretty damn intensive game, especially when there's collisions. But it's damn fun, and it runs great, and it looks great. And yeah, this is one of my favourite games, like, ever. I mean, even if I take a few months break off of this game, I've still always got it installed in case I ever want to come back to it, because it's just so worth it. Especially, they keep adding more DLC. The DLC is usually quite cheap, especially on Steam Summer Sales or Winter Sales, blah blah blah. But yeah, Wreckfest. And then last but not least, this isn't really a game that I've been playing so much, but I thought I'd better give it a shout out, Vampire Survivors. So this game I originally got to play myself. I played like an hour of it, and then I passed it to my fiance. I was like, hey, just give this a go and see what you think. I feel like it'll be a game that you like. She likes roguelikes, she likes Binding of Isaac, for example. And then I kind of just left it to it. I think I fell asleep that night, and then the next day she was like, oh yeah, I was playing it till like 2 in the morning. I was like, amazing. And then the following week or two, I could not get the Steam Deck in the evening because she was playing Vampire Survivors. I initially thought I got a good score on the game. I hadn't got a good score because she absolutely smashed it the next day, and she got all these power-ups, and I was like, what is going on? And then just how far she got on it, there was so much going on, and I was like, oh, this is your game now. But yeah, I follow this Twitter profile where they showcase the top 30 games on the Steam Deck for the month, and Vampire Survivors, I think, is still in there each and every month. And yeah, the game is like £3, so if you have a Steam Deck, I'd recommend getting it. Give it a try. It's just so easy, but it's so hard, if that makes sense. It's just so easy to pick up because you don't really do much apart from move around and upgrade yourself. But then it's so hard. Just buy it and play it. It's like £3. It's like a coffee. Anyways, that sort of covers what I've been playing so far. Honestly, I'm loving the deck. It's great. Look at it. It's great. I love it. It's beautiful, isn't it? What a thing. Valve, you are amazing. Yeah, as I've mentioned a couple of times in this video, I'm now at the age where I'm just like, I don't want to be sat at my PC all day playing games like this, like my monitor is here and my mouse and keyboard. I don't want to be doing that so often. I mean, I've got my lazy boy in the back here. I want to be sat on that and chilling on that and playing on that. You know, I just want to be sat back, feet up, and chilling. And yeah, I got myself a little dock for this as well, which plugs into that, and it's great. I did that with Fallout New Vegas, and it was such a great experience just playing on with my PS4 controller, and just having peak comfort. I'm an old man now. I need peak comfort. But yeah, not that my setup here isn't comfortable. I mean, this is comfy, but you know what I mean. If you have a Steam Deck, let me know what you've been playing, what you've played, what you plan on playing. I'm curious. I want to know. Give me ideas. I want to know what you've been playing, just so I can get ideas of what I want to play. But next, I mean, I'm playing, like I say, I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 5. I reckon that'll take me a month more to play, just because I play it like half-hour to an hour intervals at this in the evening. And then I think tomorrow I'm probably going to get Oxenfree 2. I've completed the first game of that, and the new game just came out last week, so I want to play that. Apparently runs fine on Steam Deck, so yeah. But anyway, it's been fun to be back. I'm not sure if I'll do any more videos, if it's a one-off. We will see. I've enjoyed it so far, but hey, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got this far, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it very much. Chuck us a like if you liked it, or a dislike if you didn't. And yeah, have a wonderful day, and maybe see you very soon.